Hello and welcome to another Ryan's wrestling figure unboxing video. I'm still getting through my collection that I've accumulated over the last 4 or 5 years. Obviously I'm unboxing each of my figures to make sure that I can get them up on the wall on display. So originally obviously I had them all displayed on the wall in the boxes, but I've decided since moving to my new house that I want them out, and I want them out on display on the shelving. At the end of the day, like, I'm not going to be reselling them or doing anything with them, so like the idea obviously for me is to display them, get them looking better than what they do just pinned up on the wall. I've seen obviously the likes of Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, Ethan Page, the likes of them. A lot of them have them out of the box and they have them in display cases and stuff, which makes them look a lot better. I haven't bought display cases because they're quite expensive, so I've put a few shelves up. So obviously as I'm doing my unboxing videos in the end, I'll obviously do videos and pictures and stuff of everything that I've unboxed over the past couple of weeks and months that I'm doing. So today I'm going for the Tama Tonga Rising Stars figure from the 2016 series. Now for me, this is one of my top 3 figures of all time. I had a look at this for a long time. I had it in my basket online for about 2 years before I bought it. Mainly for the face paint and the detail in the jacket. It's one of the main figures for me. Like obviously you've got obviously the Slim Jim Macho Man and the Juice and Thunder Liger figure, but this makes me top 3. So this is number 3 in my top 3 of must buys, or eventually would like to own, like a wish list. So obviously it took me a while to get it because they are quite expensive, the Rising Stars line, but during the pandemic we actually got a week's bonus from work, which is shocking, but we got a week's bonus for working through the pandemic, so I used that to finally dig in and get this. So let's get it unboxed. Little tag on the top. Got my scissors this time, because I don't think I'll be able to do it without scissors like I have others. I was debating with this one whether to just leave it in the package. Like say, it's one of my top 3 figures that I've wanted to own, but I just feel like this would be a sick figure to have on display. So backing card, Rising Stars Tama Tonga. Oh, something I didn't even know was in there. I've had it for about a year, maybe 2. All that. Barbed wire bat. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Here he comes, the man himself, Tama Tonga, from Bullet Club at the time. That's popped out. So I absolutely loved Tama Tonga and Tonga Low when they had the face paint on. I always thought, to be fair, that Tama Tonga was destined for better things. I always thought he'd end up being the leader of the Bullet Club. Now, obviously, I'm a massive Jay White fan, so obviously I'm made up in the direction that Jay White took it, in the fact that since he's been obviously the leader of the Bullet Club, Bullet Club's felt like it's had meaning and purpose again, which it hasn't done since just before Kenny Omega, well, just after Kenny Omega left. So obviously, but I did think Tama Tonga would eventually lead Bullet Club. Anyway, let's have a look at the figure itself. So there you go, as you can see, full face paint mode. He's got the bad guy jacket on. This has become the good guy, bad guy Tama Tonga, didn't he, eventually? But I mean, some of the Rising Star figures just absolutely terrible. But like there's one without face paint which doesn't look too bad, but the one with face paint for me is an absolute belter. So obviously he's got the jacket there with the bad guy on the back. He's got the trunks with the face paint, Tama Tonga on the front there, and then on the back it's got some more design. There you go, he's got a tattoo there on his arm. You know what, I've not actually had a Rising Stars figure out of the packet before, It's a little bit stiff, but do you know what? It's movable. Everything moves fine. Everything works fine. Obviously, it's never been out the box before. Do you know what? It's fantastic. I mean, like I say, I don't know whether it's mainly the face paint that gets me, because like I say, I always loved Tama, Tonga and Tonga logo with the face paint. Fantastic team, Brothers of Destiny in New Japan. One of the best, one of my favourites from New Japan. Let's have a look at this. So, comes with a barbed wire bat. It's got an open hand. Let's give it a go. So there's no extra hands or anything with this like there is with some of the elites and some of the AEW figures. So he's got one hand you can put it in. And to be fair, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Like, obviously the jacket will come off easily, but I don't want to do that because I'm going to display it with the jacket. Obviously, like I say, long hair, the face paint, the detail on his trunks, yeah, absolutely brilliant. And for me, I mean, a lot of people won't agree, but for me, this is a top 3 figure that I've been desperate to get over the years. And obviously I bought it about 2 years ago, like say, with my bonus. It was only the reason. It's one of the most expensive single figures I've bought, to be fixed. They're not cheap, the Rising Stars lines. Some of the figures in that line are fucking awful, like the Brian Cage, the Sammy Callahan, stuff like that. But this has always been one I've always wanted to own. So like say, I wasn't sure whether or not to unbox it, but do you know what? I'm fucking glad I did. I think that is a fantastic figure. I'm not disappointed since I've unboxed it, and I'm still going to rank it and rate it a 10 out of 10, and it's still top 3 figure for me. So, do you own any of the Rising Stars figure lines? If you do, let me know in the comments which one that you own. Let me know if you own this one. Give me a rating out of 10 for the Tama Tonga Rising Stars with the face paint figure. I'm going for 10 out of 10. And it's still top 3 figure for me. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the line. Give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe to my videos on YouTube, and look out for another unboxing wrestling video coming soon. Thank you.